welcome to DVD's TV Network too. Welcome. And don't forget to subscribe to the if you see this video. And today we're gonna talk about the status of the country, USA, and what we need to do to get to a dignified state. Now, there are three things going on in this country. Okay, the people do not operate in a dignified manner. The people always worry about children, and they are under order of criminals, gangsters, and homosexuals. All these persons seem to outnumber those persons who are in charge, like myself, King Alabama. And when they see people who are in charge, they look different. And everybody who they take orders from seem to tell them that the people who are in charge are actually the people they should avoid for this reason and that reason and third. And when they see them, they look like the enemy and they attack them. Like, for instance, I went to a warehouse down the street to get a job. Security came out before I even got down the sidewalk that goes to the door and was ready to attack me and told me I had to leave or you know what be. I said, hey, I can't even get the website to try to fill out the website for the application. And he's like, you don't have to be here, get out of here. The website is on the web. You know, they have different websites for different smaller warehouses. You know, I came up here to get the website. He said, oh, it's right here. Just use your code QR code here to scan it. You know, I said, I don't have that. I got a flip phone. You say, scan it. You know, so he say it's printed right here. I'm gonna get it printed, and I type it down and I leave. And that's how they treat the workers, and they know these things because they're criminals against us. Okay, and the people who they're in charge, they let them work and they do what they want, and they have peaceful lives, or they're able to control children or whatever they do in their free time. And there's no dignity possible in public. No man can go and get a job is not possible. But being homeless is very possible. Because you can be kicked out of your house for wanting to preach the word in your house, and if you're younger than the person you're preaching to, and you get kicked out of your house and be put on the street and looked at as a childish, lazy person, and they believe this to their core that you are on the street because you don't like to work, that you don't like to do your chores, you don't like to cut grass, you don't like to clean, and they think that is why you are on the street where you could die. Okay? So in order to get past all this, people must know and be able to recognize who is in charge. These are the people who you've been taught to avoid. Okay? I call myself a king. I am a king. When I was a child, there was a parade for me, a king parade, in my neighborhood. Literally, I'm a king. Okay? I was a crown king around people. That makes me a king. And there are others. These are the people who you must recognize and help when they ask. They don't want freebies, cars, food, diamonds. They want work. So if they want a job and they qualify, you hire them. And that's all they want. Okay? And from there on, there will be peace and dignity in the country. There will be things to do and celebrate in the country. There will be healing peace in the public. And that is what we want. That makes everything possible, including dignity. Okay, and that's very important. Because if you are unhealthy, okay, which is the status of this public in this country, unhealthy, you will be living in unhuman conditions. Okay, that's the status of the USA. This is King Alibaba. Wishing everyone a peaceful day. And subscribe today.